The car I'm replicating for my customer has a sunroof. The kit does not. Luckily, it did have a sunroof piece in it as an extra piece, but the body itself was not prepared for it, so I had to make it fit, and therefore also had to cut it out. Firstly, I just marked out where it needed to be from front to back, then masked off the piece for the sunroof itself with some masking tape to cut out a template, and also to be able to scribe out a panel line on the middle and match it up with the one I'm making in the roof itself. With the center line on now both the roof and the sunroof, I could match those two up and mark around it. I could then peel off the masking tape from the sunroof itself and transfer that template onto the inside of the roof to show me exactly where it needs to be, and then I can mark it off with some permanent marker to give me a nice black edge to follow once cutting, filing, and sanding it out. Instead of just scribing it all out and taking a lot of time, I'm firstly drilling a lot of holes around the edges to remove the biggest piece of it, and then I will sand to the edge with some files, some sanding sticks, and even some sandpaper to even it all out and make it perfectly fit to shape and have that sunroof piece fit in as well. After a lot of filing, sanding, fitting the piece, and repeating that same step a couple more times, the piece fit in perfectly and I could move on to prepping the rest of the body for primer and color. Some of the mold lines were marked off, most of them were very well hidden and not even needed any attention, so that was really easy. The biggest one was on the rear and the others were just splattered around the place, but nothing really major. After highlighting them with the marker, I knew exactly where they were and could start sanding them off. The mold lines are now removed, so I could move on to finishing off the panel lines. These were pretty good, so they didn't really need any attention at all, but I just scribed them just to be sure. And the final step before primer is to scuff up the body with some 600 grit sandpaper. With all of the prep work now done, I placed the body on the Tamiya spray stand, moved it into the spray booth, and started blowing over it with some air to remove any loose or remaining dust before applying the first couple coats of primer. Of course, starting off on the hard to reach, easy to forget spots, and then moving on to covering the rest of the body. The first coat went on nice and smooth, so I let it sit and dry for about 5 minutes, filled up the airbrush with some more primer, and moved on to doing exactly the same in the second coat, finishing this primer stage off. With the second and final coat of primer now on, I let it sit and dry for about 15 minutes before sanding it down with some 3000 grit to make it as smooth as it could possibly be before applying the color coats. body is now sanded and feels nice and smooth, so I could move on to painting it. Firstly, I'm just going to blow over it again with some air to remove any of that loose or remaining dust to make it as dust-free as possible, and then start applying the color on those hard to reach, easy to forget spots and covering the rest of the body. This color covers really well, so it is going on pretty quickly. I'm not applying coats very thick, but they do appear to be thick as it covers that quick. Once finished with the first coat, it's already looking pretty good and the coverage is mostly there, so a second coat is applied as well, the same manner the first one was. After applying the second coat, I was pretty sure it was fully covered, but just to be absolutely sure, I went over it a third time with the third and final coat, again blowing over with some air, just removing some dust that might have fallen into place, and then covering it with a super light final coat. The final coat of color is now on. I'll let that sit and dry for about 15 minutes before applying the decals on the front and rear, and then moved it into the spray booth again to apply the clear coat. And once again, I'm just blowing over it with some air to remove that dust that might fall onto the body. This helps prevent dust from being underneath the clear and also on the clear itself, and gives you an overall better finish in my opinion. The clear coat was mixed to the specifications on the packaging itself. I started applying it on those hard to reach, easy to forget spots, and then covering the rest of the body as well in a couple coats. The first coat is on, about 5 minutes of dry time, and the second coat was applied too. With the first two coats of clear now on, I added a bit more thinner to the clear coat mixture to make it a bit thinner and help it flow out a lot more to create a nice smooth finish, and then started applying the third and final coat. And with the third and final coat of clear now on, I let it sit and dry for about 2 to 3 days and moved on to the next stage in the build. If you want to see some photos of this specific build or many of my others, feel free to check me out on Facebook and Instagram at the Scale Modeling channel. I will be posting some photos before I post the videos, so if you want to stay up to date, feel free to check it out there.